so that our deliberations are not going to be deliberations based on illegality.
It is noted, Honorable, please, you can sit down.
The uproar began when Honorable Obi Agwacha demanded transparency, calling for the attendance register to be read aloud to determine that a quorum had been formed. But his request was met with an outcry. Shouts of "sit down" erupt across the chamber, a sign that many lawmakers were eager to push forward without delays.
Whether we have formed a quorum.
Earlier, journalists had been told that plenary would start at 10 a.m., an hour earlier than usual. But as the minutes ticked by, everyone waited, eyes fixed on the entrance. Finally, at 10:40 a.m., Speaker Tajuddin Abbas arrived, greeted with warm handshakes and smiles from fellow lawmakers. The House quickly moved into an executive session at 10:50 a.m., a sign that critical discussions were to happen behind closed doors. Upon resumption, Speaker Abbas returned to the floor and with a measured tone read out President Tinubu's letter. The House leader, Honorable Julius Ihonbere, wasted no time in rallying support, urging lawmakers to see the bigger picture, emphasizing the need for peace in Rivers State.
Even if we are given a vehicle that has 3 tires, our job is to add the 4th tire to it so that that vehicle can move and get to its destination.
Honorable Idris Wase of Plateau State took the floor, recalling how a similar move in Plateau had restored order. He urged his colleague to approve the president's request, arguing that it was for the greater good of Rivers State.
Because of the economic sabotage that is going to affect every one of us, nobody can take his eyes away from that.
But not everyone was convinced. Honorable Philip Agbese pushed back, proposing an amendment that a national committee made up of executives and lawmakers be set. Honorable Etana Benedict also weighed in, emphasizing that the ultimate goal was peace. He suggested amendments in line with Section 11(4) of the Constitution, which grants the National Assembly the power to legislate for a state if its House of Assembly is incapacitated due to law and order breakdown.
The ultimate goal is to have peace in Rivers State.
The House took this a step further, adjusting the terms of the emergency rule. The suspension on state of emergency could now be lifted before the 6-month mark if peace was restored. Then, the chamber fell silent as Speaker Abbas posed the ultimate question.
Those in support of this request from Mr. President as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it.
At the close of proceedings, Speaker Abbas finally revealed the number of lawmakers present, 243. Tensions fled. Amendments were made. In the end, the House gave its approval, but not without controversy. A voice vote carried the decision, yet concerns remain about whether the constitutional 2/3 majority was truly met. With 243 lawmakers present, was due process followed, or was this decision rushed through? Beyond the legislative process, a larger question looms. Has democracy been upheld, or has a dangerous precedent been set? One thing is certain, this decision will have lasting implications for governance and democracy in Nigeria. Lukman Adelakin, ITV News.